and welcome to Utterly Geek. I'm Darren Bell.
I'm deaf.
You're welcome. I'm joined as always by Chris Walczyk, who is now deaf, so I guess he won't be joining us too much.
Huh?
And Steven Petrella.
Time to start reading lips, I guess. Take up that hobby.
Olive juice. Ocean view. I love you. It's all the same. Yes, we're here to discuss video games and not lip reading.
For some of our audio listeners.
Yeah, we're not strictly a visual medium here. But yes, we are three idiot assholes who are here to talk about video games.
Idiots.
Idiots. Let's get right into it. The Australian Parliament, the best video game, Australian Parliament.
Most anticipated game of 2018, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo and Blizzard, the first ever crossover collaboration into
Yep.
They're telling us the application name.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks, Watch.
Australian Parliamentary Committee has said loot boxes provide game companies with an unregulated way of exploiting gambling disorders. Issuing this kind of a statement, it really looks like... so this was... Starting at the end of June, Australia started an investigation on loot boxes after academic publication indicated that loot boxes are akin to gambling. The investigation has completed, and that was their conclusion. That it's akin to gambling and activates the same aspects of your mental state, and so should probably be regulated like gambling.
One down.
Well, let's see what happens in Australia now, because this is just the result of this whole study. Nothing legally has happened yet.
This is a prime opportune time for the TF2 team to make a comic.
Oh God, yeah, man.
If there was ever a time for that team to make a TF2 comic about Australia parliamentary committee doing this, like fucking Saxton Hale breaking in and fucking explaining this shit or something, like this is the time to do it. Like fucking make a comic, man.
And then Australian Parliament just arrests Saxton Hale and they remove loot boxes from TF2. Like that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That has to be the way they announce that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to take loot boxes out of TF2.
No. No, but... Jesus, wind tunnel. You bumped the game, didn't you? Unplugged?
Owie.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Technical difficulties.
Can't even spell it. Can't even say it right. Can't even spell it right. Wow, we really are going deaf this podcast. No, we cannot hear you if he's trying to attempt. Hey man, we had a good run of no technical difficulties, and here we are, fucking flat up against a brick wall. Okay.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like now that our next news segment's kind of like more so of like governments are starting to step into this, and
brown cow.
Good. There you go.
All right.
What I was saying was like now that more governments are kind of stepping in on this, which means we might be seeing a decline in loot boxes being in video games. Because right now, as it currently stands, it's just like a little stamp is just going to be added on the fucking ESRP, but it's
ESRB.
ESRB. It's only gonna be a matter of time until it's like fucking no.
Yeah, I mean, the Belgian government has just opened up a criminal investigation into EA, just like we predicted last week. That news broke right after we finished recording. So, yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before governments are like, yeah, no, stop exploiting consumers in this terrible fucking way.
And it'll be gone. Well, it won't be gone. I'm sure it'll be augmented in some way where it's still some kind of malicious practice of some sort, consumer practice, and it just won't be called loot boxes. It'll be something else, but it'll be in the same vein. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, it all depends on how they balance it out and how they do that. My guess is they're gonna still want that randomized kind of unlock or that kind of like an Overwatch system.
Yeah.
But instead of buying a random unlock crate, you probably just buy currency and unlock the stuff you want, and then you grind out random crates. Because you can't pay money for the crates, you can pay money for a currency to buy exactly what you want.
Yeah.
That's probably how they'll get around it.
Yeah.
So it's gross, and I don't like being that kind of a predictor.
Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit better than loot boxes because if someone doesn't want all of that shit, they can just buy one thing or whatever. But yeah, it's still... Someone's going to find a way around it. Someone's going to exploit it and figure out another way to fucking take people's money. And, yeah. But, I mean, also, I'd like to see, like, how successful these games that will start doing this, or even games that are going to be coming out with loot boxes still, because we have games like God of War and, like, Spider-Man and stuff that are doing really well without having, like, insane amounts of microtransactions and giving people good content, and these games are very successful AAA titles. So let's see what happens.
I am, after finishing Spider-Man, I am very, very, very much keeping an eye on the DLC that's coming out. Like, I know a lot of people were upset because it was like, oh, bullshit, they're announcing DLC before the game's released or whatever, but it's kind of like, okay, but it's still, like...
The game was complete. It didn't feel like you were...
Yeah, exactly.
They were lopping stuff off.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff doesn't bug me so much as long as they're giving you good content. Like, if they bring out an expansion... If they release the full game, then bring out an expansion and it's great content, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with them, you know... expanding on the worlds. And... Because people love the Spider-Man, so... It's... cool that people can keep playing that game. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we see a decline in just at least the gambling aspect of this, and
But keep an eye on the Spider-Man DLC, because next thing you know, you're gonna have to buy a loot box, and then that loot box might contain the Black Cat DLC, or it might contain the Hobgoblin DLC, or the mysterious... I haven't touched that game yet, so I don't know who is and isn't in it. But yeah, that would be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Loot box for this chapter.
No.
Yes.
Insomniac isn't all about that.
Sony could be.
You know, honestly, I don't think that they are either. Honestly, like I don't.
No,
think
they really aren't.
There's no Sony exclusive that had any kind of like
predatory.
Like loot box system of any kind.
Yeah. I got to thinking about that with Smash Brothers and everything going on with that and all the characters, and looking back at Smash 4, seeing all the DLC characters, and just really starting to turn sour on DLC characters for fighting games. But at the same time, like, you buy core Smash 4 anyway, and you have such a huge roster that you didn't really need to buy any of the DLC characters.
Yeah. I know I didn't at any point, and like now with the new Smash that came out,
totally did.
I'm like, I'm glad I didn't, because they're fucking coming over.
Yeah, but they're gonna be different, and like the Cloud in Smash 4 is not gonna be the same as Cloud in Switch, and I don't really like some of the changes they made in Cloud, and it feels weird for me to be defending a Final Fantasy character, but
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Speaking of Final Fantasy, Nobuo Uematsu, who is the composer for the Final Fantasy series, he has canceled an October concert due to health, and this is a major concern for a bunch of fans. There's a talk segment that was supposed to take place before or after, I'm not sure. He's hoping to regain his health soon, but they haven't let out a bunch of details. But
how many Final Fantasy games did he do?
Get better, dude. A whole ton. He did Final Fantasy, Blue Dragon, Terra Battle, also Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children, the film, Oh My Goddess, the movie, the Guen Saga. He's done so much music.
Yeah.
So much of like the Final Fantasy and JRPG like historical music.
Mm-hmm. Hope he gets better.
Yup. Keep making music, bud. My dudes. Here is some weird news that I had to take a double take on. Apparently, as a part of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey Season Pass, you'll get a new remaster of Assassin's Creed 3.
The Assassin's Creed that nobody asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that basically a lot of people didn't really like. It'll go live in March. Ubisoft has said that it will improve gameplay mechanics and ergonomics, to which we have not gotten a lot of details on what the hell that means.
Okay.
So what was... I remember falling off of Assassin's Creed after Brotherhood. I loved Brotherhood, and then just never really got into another one. What was the big problem with Assassin's Creed 3? Did people just not like the character? Did they not like Connor?
Yeah, I think people didn't like Connor. I don't think it was so much the setting or time frame, but yeah, I think it was just like Connor was kind of shit, and like the story wasn't great. Like it wasn't very good, which is weird because you'd think like, you know, fucking revolutionary times, like it would have been fucking like a key thing. It would be like, yeah, this could have been cool to play during this time frame, but no, it was just like Connor was not a well-written character. It kind of sucked. So I think it was a lot of just the writing and not so much the gameplay. Like the gameplay was like serviceable, or maybe
I tried to play it at one point, and like the intro is really long. It's like a 3-hour intro. When you're not even playing as Connor, and it's revealed you're playing as a Templar the whole time. Like that, I think it suffered from pacing problems, at least from the little bit that I played.
Yeah. So that's kind of like something that you could. It's more of the writing, I guess, aspect of the game. So you can't really fix that and be like, hey, it'll be better in the remastered. It's like, but are you like chopping things up or what?
Yeah, this is the most confusing news this week. I don't. Like,
I don't really understand why.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just remaster like Assassin's Creed 2 or something?
They did though.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the Ezio collection, which was all 3 Ezio games.
Okay, see how much I care about
that went way under Steve's radar.
Yeah,
it went under a lot of people's.
Literally, well, I played Black Flag, but the only other one that I played fully was Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
I just could not. I don't know. I really despise the first game. Like I bought it and I just was like, oh my god, I spent $60 on this game.
You played it.
Yeah, I played almost the whole thing basically, and then I was like, I can't play any more of this fucking game. But then I really loved Assassin's Creed 2, but yeah, I just haven't really cared about that franchise very much.
You should play Brotherhood. That will hold up, I think.
I'm trying to remember. What was the? Because I played the first expansion or whatever it's called, but I didn't play the second one. Was the second one Brotherhood?
No, Brotherhood was the first one. Revelations was the other one. Revelations is the one where Desmond's stuck in the Animus.
Oh, okay.
And so you play a little bit of Altair and of
That's right.
Ezio.
That's right. Okay, yeah, that's Revelations is the one I didn't play. I did play Brotherhood and I really liked it, but I was like, this is more Assassin's Creed. I'm kind of done because I played so much of 2.
Yeah. And Brotherhood took everything that made 2 good and improved upon it, and it's like, I guess I'm done with you now.
Yeah.
And then they made it yearly, and so the fatigue just sat right in.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did really like Black Flag though.
Yeah.
Black Flag was different.
Yeah.
That's probably why I liked it, because it was different. It was different.
Because you're not a fucking assassin. You're just a dude who found a dying assassin and stole his outfit.
Yeah.
Just like, sure, fuck it. I'm an assassin now. What's an assassin?
Yeah. And you're just going around on a fucking pirate ship, like blowing up other ships and jumping on their ships and stealing their shit. Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so very confused, but we'll see what happens. Do you remember Telltale's Poker Night 2? That was the one where you were playing poker against Claptrap and Brock Sampson. Gladys was the dealer. Sam from Sam and Max, and Evil Dead, Ash Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't buy it anymore. It's gone from every storefront.
Mm-hmm.
Because Telltale has issued a statement saying, hey, it's been withdrawn from sale on digital platforms due to the expiration of our digital distribution agreement. So a business deal that has digital distribution with a time limit is built in to this game, because clearly digital distribution is the same as physical distribution.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. You can still download it if you already bought it, but they just yanked it without any warning. This has happened in the past with other games, but typically what happens in those situations is that the company says, hey, this is going to be delisted, so it's on super mega sale. Grab it now while you can. There was none of that for this.
That's how I got Deadpool, because I was like, oh, hey, the licensing is expiring soon, and $20 is like the only, or maybe it was like 10 or something, I don't know, but it was like reduced price. So I was like, sure, I'll eventually play it, maybe, because it's fucking Nolan North as Deadpool, so could be good for a little bit of a chuckle, so fuck it.
Yeah. And I have seen other games that have gotten toward the end of their digital distribution where they've literally just gone, you know what, fuck it, it's free. It's free this weekend. Grab it.
Yeah.
Like, and especially with something as like Poker Night 2. Like, it wasn't great. It was fun.
Oh, I played the shit out of that.
No, me too. But it wasn't a great poker game. It was a fun poker game.
Yeah.
AI was dumb as hell, but
oh yeah, it totally was. You could definitely know you could definitely know like when would be the right combination of cards to have to just like totally fucking bluff someone or just whatever, just play them like easily.
It was real dumb, but it's gone now. Can never buy it again. Good job, everyone.
One thing that's in here, one thing that's not on here that is gone forever is Lawbreakers. Last week was the last week that you could play it. The servers are dead. It is dead. 100% gone forever.
What about Radical Heights?
I think that was dead before Lawbreakers was dead.
Oh, it was. Wow, that's real quiet.
Yeah,
they just fucking axed it.
Well, I only knew because like one person was like, "Hey, just remember tomorrow's the last day that you can play Lawbreakers." And like people were like, "Okay, cool, but I'm not playing it."
So what's Cliff Bleszinski gonna do now?
I mean, he said he was gonna go rethink his.
I'm gonna go rethink my life.
yeah, more or less.
Wow.
Maybe don't be so much of a hype man and actually like fucking work on your game. I don't know, like.
Well, no, I don't think. I don't think he didn't work on Lawbreakers. I think he worked really hard on Lawbreakers. He just misread the fucking market by a country mile.
Yeah.
Like, completely.
Yeah.
Arena shooters aren't really the popular thing right now. I would love to see an arena shooter take off, but look at Quake Champions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the only one that has a moderate amount of success, and even then, that's minimal.
Yeah. Even worse with Unreal Tournament, like at least the newer one, not their. I think it's like Quake Live or something. That's their free.
Oh, right.
That's their other free one. That's like more old school, and that I know has that niche market for those people to play that. But their like newer one running on the Unreal 4 engine, like it's like. I haven't tried it recently, but I know the last time I played it, which was like half a year ago, it was like I had to wait a solid like 5 minutes to like get into a game.
Yeah.
So I would just like go and get a drink or something, or go to the bathroom, and I know I could take my time and come back
Make
and
a sandwich.
Yeah, maybe come back and it would still be queuing.
Ugh. Yeah, it's sad. You know what else is sad? The sad state of Destiny 2, but they did a cool thing with the new expansion. There was a new raid as a part of the new DLC that came out recently. As it was completed for the very first time, that squad that completed it, and this happened within 20 hours, at about the 20-hour mark of its release, the first squad got through and completed the raid. They are now canonically the squad that completed the raid. In real time, as they completed it, the world state changed. Because apparently it involves killing a dragon, which lifts some curse because a character makes a wish, and that wish was enacted immediately across all servers in real time.
Okay.
Which is fucking cool.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's pretty cool.
That's it. Thanks for following Destiny.
I'm not gonna be going back to play that game to see what the changes are, because I don't give a shit.
I never actually played it all the way through, so I might do a solo run on it, just to do it because I bought it, so I feel like I should play it.
Yeah.
Sure. I just think that's neat that they do that. The only other games that I can think of that have pulled off giant world-changing stuff is like MMOs, like Guild Wars 2 and WoW.
Yeah. I mean, Destiny was supposed to do more MMO things, but they just did more of the horrible MMO things. Like just pulling content and throwing it into an expansion that's behind a fucking payment.
And then grindy, like not even good grindy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with grinding games. Fuck, I play a shit ton of Monster Hunter. But that's a good grind. I like that grind. Each hunt's slightly different.
Yeah.
And some people would argue that it's the same thing with Destiny 2, and I get it. I just don't want to grind a Destiny 2. Okay. Moving on. Nintendo had one of their directs last week. So we got a whole slew of news. Let me just go through and we'll do a quick shot, the stuff that we care about. Which, they made some neat things. They made some neat announcements here. Starting off with, there's a Luigi's Mansion 3 coming.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising. I was like, wait, they made a second one? But then I remembered that they made one for, like, what was it, 3DS or something?
Yeah, and that one is pretty good.
Okay.
I did play that one. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Okay.
I didn't finish it, but I still enjoyed it. Let's see here.
As is
Luigi's
most of my
Mansion.
3DS games that I own.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of Phoenix Wright games I have that I still haven't finished, like some of the newer ones. I'm like, oh yeah, I still have that.
Yeah. Man. Phoenix Wright. Kirby's Epic Yarn is coming to 3DS as Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, with a new stories coming to 3DS. Luigi's Mansion, the original, is being remade for 3DS, which is cool if you haven't played that one. Big ol' Splatoon update, which finally fixes how they do their Splatfests. Now you can actually queue up with friends, even if you don't have a full group of. So previously, you had to go in solo or with a group of 4. You couldn't be like, "Hey, Wally, why don't you and I play the Splatfest, you and me, and we'll get 2 randos to fill every round." You could not do that. Now you can, because they're splitting it up into pro, and I don't know what the other category is, but I will never do pro because it's solo only. Now you can queue up with 2 other friends or 1 other friend. Just go at it like that, and they'll fill it in with randos.
So like standard online shooter stuff that they should.
They finally brought that to Splatoon.
they figured out, oh shit, we're doing an online shooter. We need to have features in there that are like that. That's pretty standard.
Yep, which is like, yay, finally you figured that bit out.
Now figure out your hacker problem.
Yeah,
which is still rampant apparently.
Still an issue. Yeah, and in other evidence that they want you to forget the Wii U ever existed, New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Yeah,
which is the dumbest name. I love it so much.
I saw that and I just laughed because I was like, wow, they are euthanizing their Wii U so quickly.
Yeah, there's 2 other titles that I really, 3 that I really want them to port over, but we'll see. But yeah, this is all of Super Mario Brothers U and Super Luigi U on the Switch, which was like a decent Mario platformer.
Yeah, it was okay. I think I played that one to completion. I'm not sure.
I did. I know I did. There was 1 or 2 levels that were really fucking incredible. But the rest of it's okay. Like it's a good 2D Mario.
Yeah.
Katamari Damacy reroll. We finally got confirmation that is an HD remaster of the original Katamari. It is coming to PC and Switch. I think, winter this year.
Unfortunately, it's just the first one.
It is just the first one. If you have not played it, you should play it. You should definitely play Katamari. The price point's what? $30 you said, right, Wally?
Yeah. $30, but I think it should. I don't know. I would get it on sale personally.
The original one launched at $20, and that was
right.
A big reason why it became so popular, because it was cheap.
Right.
But like now it has some weight to it. There's some value to the name Katamari.
But it's still the same length. Like
it is still the exact same game.
So that's why I think it's worth like as a sale for $20 or less. Honestly, I really wish that they just fucking came out and they were like, here's a trilogy of Katamari.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
agreed.
Then I would have been like, holy shit, like that would have been
here's
awesome.
A trilogy, $60, bang. That would be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But it's just the first game, so
yeah, because it's like $20 each game, so it's like cool.
Yeah.
And it's so much fucking Katamari too.
Yeah. They then went on to try to outline Nintendo Switch Online, which still has some confusion around it, because of course it fucking does. And it launches tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
It launches tomorrow the 18th. So it's $20 a year, or you can do a family plan for $35 with up to 8 accounts, which works out to be $5 per account. If you pool your resources, which it's probably what it's worth. But it's got cloud save. You still have to use the fucking app.
Also, to bring up the cloud save, if you are done with your membership, it is immediately deleted. All your save files are gone, and there's
no grace period.
And there's also only a select few games that have cloud save available. Like so, it's not all of them.
This is the infuriating part, because you took it as though it is an opt-in. I took it as though it is opt-out, meaning that I think the majority of games will support it, but some won't. and they're claiming it's for hacking reasons.
Yeah.
So like Splatoon won't support it, Dark Souls won't support it. Those are the two that I know off the top of my head.
Right.
But the fact that you and I have different interpretations when it's coming out tomorrow is fucking asinine. God damn it, Nintendo.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you know, hey, Dark Souls is available for other systems, and that has cloud save, and how many hackers are on that game?
Right. Right. Although when you do get hacked in Dark Souls, it's fucking terrible, because then they hit you with one attack, and everything explodes. And the world state's a lot higher than your level. But that's on PC. So just don't play that online. But that's me.
Yeah. Just to me, like, I know it's Nintendo being Nintendo, but it's still just like it's fucking 2018, and it feels like 2000, like they just released the fucking Wii or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how does online work? We don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
But hey, you get 20 NES games. You get Ice Climbers again. Remember Ice Climbers? Yeah. Here you go. You're welcome.
So I am legitimately excited for ice hockey.
oh,
I will admit that. And it is online, so I will definitely be playing ice hockey online. That fucking game's incredible.
Yeah, I love
But
that.
yeah, I fucking love ice hockey. But it's it's the same thing. I feel the same way, Steve. It's like Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Talk to someone who knows things.
I mean, to me, it just feels like they didn't even ever want to do online with the Switch. They were just like, we gotta.
Mm.
And then and it almost feels like they made the Switch and then they thought about doing online with it. It's like, okay, we'll make our Switch, we'll put it out there, and then we'll think about online. We don't really know what we're doing. It's like it's almost like they just didn't have time for it, or they didn't really give that much of a shit about it, which I can kind of understand, because they were digging themselves out of a hole.
Yeah.
And they knew that the Switch was the only thing that could, so they probably just focused on, hey, let's make this really good, let's sell this, and, you know, people aren't going to be playing Zelda online, so we don't have to worry about it right now, so fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, Smash Brothers is going to be coming out, now we really have to worry.
Yeah, the only games out right now, as of this date, that I can think of that people would want to play online are Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
I guess ARMS if you're weird.
If you want to fly.
Mario Tennis and Splatoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 titles.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite,
but Fortnite won't require Nintendo Switch Online to play online.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy that they've just exploited it and been like, hey, they must be using their own servers or something.
I mean, you don't need to pay for PSN or Xbox Live to play Fortnite multiplayer on those either. And it's the same thing with Warframe. So I wonder if once Warframe comes to the Switch,
you won't have to pay for that either.
Yeah. So listen, we need to get people together to get our family of 8, because I feel like that's a justifiable price for this.
I'm not even gonna pay $5 for that, because I don't find. I got Mario Kart in the mail today, but I'm still like not jumping online.
Yeah.
For
I mean, it's still gonna be something, since everything is so wishy-washy still. It's gonna be something that I gotta wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming out tomorrow, and until they have like another Splatfest, like that might be the point where I buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god! And then they announced the really stupid NES style controllers, which are legitimate NES size NES controllers that just snap on the side of your fucking Switch.
Okay,
it's the dumbest.
Pretty cool.
Thing. They're cool and they're stupid and they're wireless NES controllers. And they're $60 for 2 of them.
Ugh.
Oh, Jesus.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a little pricey.
Yeah, that's pricey, and it's like, yeah, that's funny. That's a funny dumb joke. Haha. No. So after that disappointment, they went on to announce Super Mario Party October 5th. Game Freak is working on a new RPG that's going by a working title of Town. Game Freak being the Pokemon people. City Skylines is out now on the Switch, which that's a real good city builder.
Mm-hmm. I tried it once. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I closed it.
Sounds about right.
I have on Steam a total of like 10 minutes on City Skylines.
I like a good city builder every once in a while.
I do too, and I thought I was in the mood for it, but then I was just like, I don't know what's going on whatsoever. So I just stopped.
I normally get to a pretty good size, like, large town, but as soon as it goes city size, my infrastructure collapses and I go into debt. It's real bad. They announced the full name of that Yoshi game. It's now Yoshi's Crafted World. So if you like Yoshi-style platformers, there's a new one coming next year. What makes me excited is Pandemic and Carcassonne. There's a slew of board games coming to the Switch.
Oh, that's right.
Including Catan and Munchkin. So that's neat. Civ 6. Full fat Civ 6.
Huh.
To go on your Switch. Huzzah. So I think that's a good get.
That would be a good one to play on, especially if it's like, I mean, because the Switch is just a good like one more turn or one more round kind of device to play, and yeah, like fucking no better game than the Civ games to have that shit on there.
Yup. They then went on to announce a bunch of release dates for like Starlink and The World Ends With You. World Ends With You comes out October 12th. Warframe is out November 20th. Lego DC Supervillains October 16th. They then went into a Final Fantasy corner.
Oh boy, yeah. That's why I tuned out. I was like, oh, whatever.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, which we were talking about last week because they went ahead with the announcement despite the delay. 2019. Then Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD is out now. From my understanding of that is the entirety of Final Fantasy 15, but in a weird chibi lower res version.
Oh, yeah.
So you can technically play Final Fantasy 15 on your Switch, but it's the weird version that was made for phones. Like, okay, sure, why the fuck not? Go knock your socks off. World of Final Fantasy Maxima, which is a remake of World of Final Fantasy, November 6th. And then they went on to announce a lot of fucking Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age, is out 2019. Final Fantasy 7, the original, not the remake. 9, 10, and 10-2, HD remaster of 10 and 10-2, out 2019.
Just gonna take a nap for a little bit. Okay, keep going.
So I never played Final Fantasy 7. I might try. Never touched it. They then went through probably the worst hardware version of Switch, the Smash Brothers edition. Did you see that thing?
No.
It's a dock with Smash Brothers characters like stenciled on the sides in black and white.
Yeah.
And then Joy-Con with the Smash lines on it. That's it. It's not a great look.
Nah.
And I thought the point of Joy-Con was the point that you could sell them separately and not as a part of a hardware bundle. Same thing with the dock. So fuck if I know. And then they announced Isabelle from Animal Crossing for Smash, which I jokingly suggested her as a character a while back. And now she's an actual character, so fuck it, why not?
Right.
And then they ended with an official announcement of Animal Crossing for Switch coming out next year.
Another, hey, look at this JPEG.
Yeah. After we watched Tom Nook close out of the Smash Brothers trailer in a dark, lonely room, which was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
As is Tom Nook.
The bastard. Like he needs more fucking money.
He needs more bells.
I saw how rich he looked. I saw what kind of like high-end clothes he was wearing. The fuck?
I like how they've made him more rotund and fat as the series has gone on. It's wonderful.
Fat fuck.
Yep,
Fat greedy piece of shit.
So yeah, I think that's it for news.
Yeah.
Unless I missed something.
No.
No. All right. Moving on to emails. You can email us at utterlygeek@gmail.com. That's UTTERLYG33k@gmail.com. Send your questions there. We'll answer them here. We don't have any questions there. So you can also reach to us on Instagram at utterlygeek. That's UTTERLYG33k. On the Instagrams, Steve pilots that ship. Can
Nothing.
comment and send questions. I know we had a post up today for questions.
We did.
Did we get any questions?
Mm-mm.
Cool.
I forgot about that. I was like, all right, yeah, Steve did ask a question on Instagram.
Yes, he did.
Totally forgot about that.
You can also tweet at us at Utterly Geek. That's UTTERLYGEEK on Twitter. Wally Captain's at helm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I take it we didn't get any. You can also watch us live on twitch.tv/CPTWally most Mondays at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Adjust for your time frames in between.
There's some calculators out there.
Yeah, might as well add minus 1 or 2. If you ask a question or make a comment that's pertinent to the current conversation, we'll bring it up as long as it's respectful and not dickish. Otherwise, we'll answer the not dickish responsible questions here at the end of the show.
Maybe.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That moves us on to new releases. For your coming week, we are looking at the dates of September 18th through the 24th. Starting with the PlayStation 4, we have...
Hey man, Spider-Man came out, so what the fuck is there else? What else does there need to be?
Spider-Man's
for
already
for
out.
the next month anyway, at least until the DLC comes out.
Through the 24th, right? I said the 24th.
Yes.
Rocket League Hot Wheels Triple Threat DLC pack comes out on the 24th.
Was that already available for PC, or is it just?
No, this is a new Hot Wheels pack.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be on everything too that same date. Transference is actually coming out September 18th. That's a PS VR game. I think it's the
Okay.
Yeah, it's the one made by the Hobbit there. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Elijah Wood.
Yes, it's the Elijah Wood PSVR game.
Huh.
Yeah. I debated even bringing it up.
There was so little that was in that first trailer that was at the Video Game Show Awards or something?
Yeah, it was basically Elijah Wood talking to the camera.
Right, and then there was another trailer that was at E3, but even then that was like less info that we got somehow.
It was less info, and from the people who actually played Transference, they said it was not great. It was trying to be a horror game in VR, but it ended up being like a funhouse pop-up type thing. They're like, oh no. Moving on to Xbox One. Oh yeah, Transference is also coming to Xbox One, apparently in a non-VR version.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
How does that even play? What? Why? Oh my god.
Listen, between Transference and Assassin's Creed 3 HD, I think we have plenty of perfect games.
Yes.
Coming out this year. Game of the year, Transference. Moving over to Nintendo Switch. Let's see if we can find anything. Undertale, September 18th. On Switch. There we go. We have a release. Oh, apparently I missed this one. The Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle is coming out September 18th on everything. I don't know why it wasn't on those other lists. Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
That was announced with the Direct, wasn't it?
Yes, actually it was. I skipped over it because I didn't recognize any of the games in that pack.
I didn't either, but I'm sure there's some people who love beat 'em ups who fucking knew a lot of those games.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. The Banner Saga Trilogy, September 21st on Switch. So if you want your good old tactics game, that'll be there. That seems to be about it for new releases. And
the calm before the holiday storm.
Well, the storm's kind of been raging on and off from week to week.
Yeah, that's true.
So we played around with the idea of adding this one last shout out segment last week.
Okay.
This is us just a couple of minutes, quick shot.
Oh.
What would you recommend people leap into? I'm gonna put my vote strongly behind Frostpunk. It's real good city builder. It's made by the same people who made this War of Mine, so that should let you know the tone. It's fucking depressing. It's cold and it's wonderful. You should play Frostpunk.
Okay.
When you get your city designed just right and everyone's just warm enough, and then the temperature drops and people start getting frostbite, it's real good. It's real good.
Sure. Steve, do you have anything?
Oh, yeah. I just played Minute, and I really liked it. I think it's a cute little...
Can you beat it in a minute?
Adventure.
Can you beat it in a minute? Okay.
I mean, it took me like 2.5 hours, I think.
Oh, all right. So a nice, quick little game.
Yeah, it's just a cool little premise where you have a minute and then you die and you respawn and you just have to keep kind of going around. You only have a minute to do things, so it's like, okay, I have a minute to walk over there and I saw something over there and I need to grab it or whatever. Really cool little adventure game. Looks like a Game Boy game.
Cool.
Nice.
Developer made it too.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
That's why it's a neat little game.
Yeah.
They're known for that. Fucking Spider-Man. The Spider-Man. I'm doing so much Spider-Man. I mean, fucking 100% of that shit this past weekend. So,
yep.
Go fucking play that game because it's real good.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I gotta finish God of War first.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Spider-Man is high on my priority
list.
list.
The ending of that game really picked up in the end, and like, because I thought the story was like, all right, but then like the last fucking hour of that game was like, holy shit. So yeah, really good.
Cool. Well, go do your homework, fine listeners.
We expect results.
Are you up for comic books, cute little Game Boy characters, or freezing to death in the Arctic tundra? Let us know. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell. Ding-a-ling-ling.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
Smash that like button.
Oh,
smash it, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah!
Yo, it's your boys here at Utterly Geek.
Oh my god. I feel so dirty now.
No, but we didn't spend the first 20 minutes going into that and then going into the podcast, which only lasts for 5 minutes, and then closing for another 10.
Another 20 of, here's everyone who's Kickstarted and Patreons. I hate that. YouTube videos are getting longer and longer because all they're doing is reading names. I hate it.
I mean,
hate it.
I mean, that's what you could just turn it off. So it's nothing that's
but now I have a bunch of videos that every time I go into YouTube, it's like, hey, pick up where you left off. I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, YouTube gropes aside. Gripes is the word I'm looking for. God damn it!
All cuts.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah. Done.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Farewell.